Cal State Long Beach at first, and I got rejected. But it was supposed to be a fun time with me and my friends because we planned on hanging out with each other and like being in the same dorm. It's gonna be pretty lit, but here I am right now. So I chose another pretty good school, which is Cal State LA, because it was affordable and had a good nursing program. So a little bit about me. I'm from Duarte. I'm a big basketball fan, a huge Lakers fan. I'm currently in the pre-nursing program here at Cal State LA right now. So you guys should care about my speech because it's about time management, and I feel like we all have, with all the stress that we get from our classes, we try to find a way to have an efficient way to accomplish all our assignments on time without procrastinating. I'm credible to speak about this because I'm a student here at Cal State LA, and it's from my own life experiences. By learning about my journey and time here, I hope you guys can understand how it will impact my future goals and plans. So first I'll be talking about why I chose Cal State LA, and then I'll be talking about my plans here, and finally I'll be talking about my future goals and a world problem that I want to solve. With that being said, I will now be talking about why I chose Cal State LA. So, why college? I believe that having a degree will lead to a good job, which will lead to a very comfortable life in the future. The application process was quite tedious because I was applying to several UC schools and several CSU schools. As I mentioned earlier, I chose Cal State LA because it was affordable and had a good nursing program. Plus, I could commute here, so I didn't need to pay for a dorm, which saved my family a lot of money. According to my classmate, Alexander C., she chose Cal State LA in a personal interview on February 3rd, 2020. She chose Cal State LA because she wanted to learn to educate herself with their culture, and it was a pretty diverse school. I can kind of relate to that because I do feel like Cal State LA is a diverse school because I see a lot of ethnicities in this classroom and on the campus. I also did research I also checked out the website, and it says it ranks, Cal State LA ranks #1 in upward mobility, which means by the time we graduate, we'll be in a higher social class, which means we could possibly get richer. So I just discussed several reasons why I chose Cal State LA. Next, I'll be talking about my plans here. So I'm obviously here to get a pre-nursing degree. Why nursing? It's in demand, it pays pretty well, and I'm also able to give back to my community. According to my classmate Irving Serrano in a personal interview on February 3rd, 2020, he wanted a biology major because he needed a life science to pursue a dentistry career. And I can't really relate to that, but I do understand why he needed that life science. Something that piqued my interest in nursing would be the fact that I can talk to all types of patients, which could broaden my horizon on the world, and it can kind of lets me understand why people think a certain way. Something that I would like to learn along with nursing would be communicating appropriately with all types of people, because I believe that effectively communicating with a patient is very critical to becoming a nurse. I just discussed some things that I intended to accomplish here at Cal State LA. Finally, I'll be talking about my future goals. So something I wanted to achieve was getting a nursing job at a local hospital. I also want to use my medical expertise to find a cure for cancer, and maybe I can assist some doctors in finding that cure. Some other goals that I have would be getting my own house and apartment, because I feel like I want to be more independent. I also want to stay in good physical shape because I do believe being healthy will tremendously benefit a person in the long run. I also want to continue building positive relationships with other people because I feel like it can lead to opportunities where you didn't think would be possible, and it can kind of benefit your life. I also want to get a pet, maybe like a dog, and I also want to become an Uber driver to get like that extra cash. So I explained my future goals and a world problem that I wanted to solve. Now it's time to finally wrap this all up. As I mentioned earlier, I first talked about why I chose Cal State LA, and then I talked about what I plan to do here, and I finally looked at my future goals and a world problem that I wanted to solve. So after listening to my path here and my journey at Cal State LA, I hope you guys understand how it impacts my future goals and plans. So if you guys are like in a coma and you wake up, the first face you're going to see is me.